Hello, Just Breathe is the title of the series that has been going on for a year, and where I share different perspectives and insights on living in complete surrender to our divine essence through the breath. And today I'd like to bring up the context of God that we have lived on earth for so many centuries and what it can become. Our relationship with the divine as small human selves has been a somewhat distorted relationship, a relationship based on need, lack, a relationship based on the belief that there is someone out there looking over each action and seeing whether we are worthy of forgiveness, of love, of a good life, seeing whether we are behaving or not. And then we have been taught to pray for better days, pray for magic. And on the other hand, we have also many times throughout all of these thousands of years become angry at God or the absence of God in the way we perceived God to be. Angry that if there is a God, why are things the way they are? Why is my life going down the drain? And so much conflict with this perception of the divine. All along, when we were oblivious of the fact that we are not only human, when we were living in complete separation, so that we could go through all of these experiences of duality. All along we have wondered, where is God? And we have felt there must be something out there. And we have searched and we have begged and we have prayed, and all along what we didn't remember is that God is here when we are. Meaning, it is our presence, the divine spark of our presence, that brings divinity to earth. It's not a God we pray to that is sitting somewhere on a throne out there. It doesn't matter where that is what you believe in or not. It's not relevant at the moment right now. What I'm saying is that irrespective of whether that is your belief or not, it is taking it a step further and realizing that materializing divinity in our everyday life requires us to assume our divinity, to assume ourselves as God also. And in doing so, not of course from the small human self's perspective that would use that as a power game again, but in the surrender, in the letting go of the need to use our free will for those power games, realizing that the power of assuming I am God also is taking responsibility for being the loving vessel for all that we have lived in separation to merge and dissolve into unity within us, where human and divine are no longer two separate entities. They never really were, but we created this illusion in order to live that separation. And so, yes, we have gone around in circles for so long, wondering where is God? And all along, asking out there, we didn't realize that it all happens right here. That God is here now, in me and through me, in you and through you, when you surrender to your divinity. And then your whole existence becomes the prayer, and you become the prayer itself, and therefore your life becomes a constant blessing to yourself and to everyone you come across. That is the magic. It's not somewhere out there. It never has been, but we have believed it to be. And that's why we couldn't find the way back home, because we were seeking somewhere else instead of staying, surrendering, melting into the here and now of our divine essence, in order to be able to really experience God in a whole different way than what we believed it to be. Not the mental God that has been created through the need to create specific sacred places and worship, but to realize that every single moment and place that we are in is sacred when we are present, when we are allowing our divine presence to infuse our words, thoughts, and deeds, and to give us that perspective that is so much more than we have been able to study scientifically, that we have been able to comprehend even. So much more. And the breath is the breath of life, is the breath of God, is you being. The vessel of endless potentials, the vessel of eternity in a finite form. And isn't it amazing that even the solid form of our body and of all of the things we perceive to be solid is not really solid? It just seems to be, because of the combination of frequencies So, in fact, the entirety of this physical reality is the intangible made tangible and can shift and change form anytime through our perception of whether we are just a small human living a limited life, or if we are a sovereign, divine human living the unlimited knowingness of all that we are. Feel this in your breath.